Everybody, I am just setting up all the different little knick-knack things that I have to set up, and I'm going to be going live. By the way, if you're watching live, all you have to do is comment, and I will generally see that comment, and then I will answer it. I'll be able to answer the comment. All right, I'm going to drop the screen, but let me tell you, my hair is pretty funky because I have not had a haircut since quarantine started. So you're seeing reality of no haircuts. Here we go. Boom. Hey, everybody. Oh, yeah. Take it in, ladies. All right, I'm going to just give that music a little bit of a downgrade in volume because it's loud. Okay, great. Here we go. So today I am going to talk about mostly a thing that happened this weekend. Michael Che from Saturday Night Live, Weekend Update. He and another good friend of mine, Rebecca Trent, who owns The Creek in the Cave, which is a comedy club and restaurant and bar, which is in Queens, Long Island City, Queens. They decided to put on a show. Basically, now that the curfew has been lifted in New York and the boot of oppression is halfway off of our necks, Michael Che and Rebecca were like, hey, can we throw like a little thing together outside so it's safer for everybody during coronavirus times. And what they did was they put together this show in like one day in like a parking lot out in Long Island City. Now, here's a couple of the things you should know. They basically only had one day, and then Michael Che put a message out on his Instagram. But then it just grew and grew and grew, and all these people showed up. And I was involved because I was talking to Rebecca, and she had said at one point that they didn't have anybody to document it, like to do video. And I was like, well, let me come do video. Unfortunately, problem was I only had, from when I decided to do it, I had 3 hours to do it. Didn't have time to charge up the batteries on my real cameras. So instead I was like, well, they shot those movies on phones. Let's just do this on phones. So I had two older phones, which I uploaded Filmic Pro, which is like software which you can use to like do feature films. Steven Soderbergh has done 2 feature films using this software. There was a Sundance movie called, I think, Tangerine, which was done using this software. And so I loaded up phone cameras with this software, and then I went down and I shot behind the scenes. And I'm going to be editing that into a little documentary thing. But it grew, and it was great. It was really fun. This is what it looked like. Okay. This is on Michael Che's Instagram. Che thinks I sent him this still from one of the cameras. This is on a phone, and this looks great. I mean, who knows what it's going to look like once it's color corrected and in motion, but I mean, it looked really good at the time. This is actually in the middle of the day under bright sunlight. But as you can see with this software, I was able to adjust the exposure. So when the light was coming down on Michael Che, it looked like God himself was blessing this show. He's performing in the back of a pickup truck, which is, I think, pretty funny. Rebecca actually put a bunch of pictures up on her Instagram. Look at all these people. And here's the thing, like, when they started, they tried as hard as they could to make everybody's social distance right. They made an announcement, please put on your masks, make sure you have your masks on, and they did everything they could. I mean, Che's safe. I mean, he's on a truck like far away from the audience. Also, he also tested and had antibodies. I don't know if I can say that, but he had antibodies. So apparently He's been through some stuff and he's fine now. He may be one of those people that was asymptomatic and then got antibodies. But yeah, so like it was a really fun show. There was this blue bus. I forget it's called the Blue Bus Project, but if you know about this thing, you recognize it. It's like a traveling art studio. They showed up there. I mean, this was great. By the way, all these pictures are by Mindy Tucker, who runs With Reservations, and you can see like all of her pictures. There are people, I think it's a parking ramp, but there were people like next door, and they were all like looking over at the show. This is Michael Che. You can see from his head and face that are right there. That's full Michael Che. This is Cypher Sounds. He was there. He was a little bit nervous, but he hosted the thing. He was great. It was a great stand-up. These are other pictures that were there from the DJ, Rosebud Baker. Oh, there we go. There's Joe DeRosa, Big J Okerson. At one point they all got on the truck and they were just like talking back and forth and just having a good old time. If you know Joe DeRosa, you know that his hair rarely looks like this. This is also his quarantine hair. Wow. Question from Chuck Burks. Did I produce this? No, I did not produce the show. I only worked I will be producing the video of the show because I came out there and I shot behind the scenes and I shot a lot of stuff, but I didn't produce the show itself. The show itself was produced by mostly Rebecca Trent. As you can see, we're actually on Rebecca Trent's Instagram right now, which is Rebel Cave. That's PD Diabro. Hey, what's up, PD? He's got very pretty eyes. I don't know, you don't notice that when his big mouth is open, but he's got pretty eyes. That is awesome. Let's wait. I'm going to show you her other picture. She did like a picture from above. Hold on a second. How do I get back to? No. Stop it. Internet. Okay. So this is a picture from above. Not as sharp, but you can see just like how many people there were enjoying this comedy show, which is pretty awesome. Here I am backstage with Michael interviewing him. I'm wearing hot pink gloves because that's the type of dude I am. I'm a dude who'll throw on some hot pink gloves and handle my business. Also, my wife, Leslie, was there at the show. She's awesome. She helped me shoot some stuff back behind the scenes as well. And we took a picture. This is one of the pictures that I took of the whole thing going on. Wow. And I know that the pandemic is happening, but we did try to be as safe as we could. And I really hope that everybody was as safe. I mean, I know I was safe. I was wearing gloves and my mask and washing my hands. Oh my God, I got that COVID. No, I'm kidding, guys. I was wearing gloves and washing my hands, and I was hanging out backstage. I'm going to have some coffee right now. Anyway, so I suppose like in a couple of weeks, or probably less than that, I'm going to edit this together and then you'll see exactly how it turned out. But I really did enjoy it. I mean, and people there were genuinely so happy that this happened, because it was just like something positive and fun that people can do. I think it was the first time that I'd been to an event or outside anywhere for like a long time. And since early March, says my lovely wife. Since early March, this is the first time we've been out to anything. Side note, my feet were killing me afterwards because I was like walking around for that entire thing. And even though like I've been trying to keep in shape, like I've been jogging, I've been doing push-ups or whatever, but it was just like being out in the world for that amount of time. My feet were just killing me. I know that people who are protesting must be dying because they were like probably semi-atrophied from not being out anywhere, and then suddenly we're all out protesting. Well, I didn't actually go out and protest. I did my own thing. I protested with art. I tried to spread the word with art. I mean, which I did. But this was amazing and well deserved. I wish I could show you the interviews already that we shot, but I can't. But as soon as this is all put together, and then we get the okay to make it public, I will share this with everybody. If you guys have any questions, now is a good time. All that I'm going to talk about right now, like I said, I will answer questions of any kind. But if you have any questions, just ask them right now, and I'll answer them. But until then, I'm just going to talk about the shooting process, like how I shot it. So basically, I shot everything on a Samsung Galaxy Note 8 and a Samsung. Oh, I don't even know what model the other phone was. But these two phones, they were loaded up with Filmic Pro, which is this software that cost about $14, $15. The movie Tangerine was shot on that. The movie Unsane was shot on that. I haven't seen Unsane yet, but I want to check it out. And what it does is it allows you to make quote unquote manual adjustments on your phone's camera. And for only $15, that's pretty good. I mean, if you look at this shot, which was the raw shot from the phone using that software, I mean, it actually looks pretty good. I mean, phones don't have a great dynamic range normally. And it by dynamic range, I mean that the lights and the darks, there's not as many steps in between it before something becomes totally washed out with light or totally black and crushed and you can't see anything. But this tries to get the most out of your phone. And so what it did was, when I was shooting Michael Che, like, you know, there were some moments where it's adjusted just right and it just looked beautiful. I mean, I really do think this shot looks beautiful. And I know I did this shot myself and I'm just yanking my own chain. And by chain, I mean penis. But anyway, if you know, I mean, it does. I think this shot looks great. I wish I could show you more of the shots from the show, and I will soon. But when you see them, I think that you will like them. Anyway, it was just a really good day because there's been a lot of dismal things going on in the world and a lot of just straight up anger and sadness that I've had for the past few weeks. So it was really nice to just do something that was really cool. What's up, Roxy? How are you? Great job on the show last night, by the way. You kicked butt. Great job, Roxy Hayes. Roxy Hayes, you guys. She's no joke. She's awesome. Check her out. ROXXY XX HACE. Wow. Double X. I never, that sounds like a double X, Roxy Hayes. All of those things. Anyway, please follow Rebel Cave on Instagram and The Creek in the Cave, because that is a New York business that needs your help. Long Island City in general needs your help. You can follow Michael Che Thinks, but who cares? He's fine. He's gonna be fine. Dude's all right. And follow me. I'm a nice guy as well. Anyway, I think Michael Che does this really cool thing that I can't do right now because I'm not as popular as he. But like on his site, on his Instagram, he deletes all posts except for one. So he only has one post at a time. I think that's really, really cool, but I can't do it. Exactly. You're right, Caitlin. Michael Che will be fine. He'll be all right. Everybody else. See Unsane. What did you say? See Unsane. And not because I spent 5 days in the asylum background watching Soderbergh and the cast work. Oh, you were in the background? Can I spot you? Are you wearing something in particular where I could see you in the background? Like, are you wearing like a hat? Or maybe like a shirt that's special? I'll look for you. I'm definitely going to watch Unsane and I will look for you. Okay, well, it looks like there are no other questions, but thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to try to do this almost every day, except on days when I have like other live streams or too much going on that I won't do it. But almost every day, I'm going to do this. And if you have any questions, ask me on any social media, and maybe your question will be the subject of an entire episode. Thanks a lot, everybody, and bye-bye. And here's the off button. We're done.